Hello pilots, I'm Wes from right here at motionrc.com, and today we are checking out the all-new 850mm Avenger. This is a TBM Avenger, very popular World War II aircraft. George Bush Sr. actually flew one of these in World War II. Pretty cool little history on it. And this has been done with all the correct federal standard color scheme. Chris Wolfe here at Motion RC actually developed this aircraft. This was one of his very first projects here that he was fully involved with. And I can tell with this aircraft, because this is one of the best flying small models I have ever personally flown. And the coolest part, you actually get working retracts in this small of an aircraft now. It's something a lot of our customers have asked for years to see come to our smaller aircraft, and now it's here. We actually have retracts right out of the box on this. Guys, don't sleep on this airplane. I know it's a smaller aircraft, but I've had some of the most fun flying this airplane that I've had in a long time in model aviation. And without further ado, let's get this thing over to the runway, let's get it up for a flight, and I'll show you all around it after this. All right, pilots, taking off. You gotta make sure to watch that tail. It is a tail dragger. Once it comes up, you can just steer it straight, gear up, and we're off to flying. Wonderful, wonderful flying little airplane. Locked in as can be, as you can see. Into the wind, it flies spectacular. How slow this thing gets blows me away. Look at it, just crawling. So forgiving. And it's one of those planes that it can go mild to wild if you want it to. But what it really likes is standard air show aerobatics. A wing over, bring it right down the runway here. Throw the gear out. Gear back up. Tell you what, the gear on this have been bulletproof. I've probably got, I don't know, 17, 18 flights on it today. And a lot of them we've been just doing touch and goes. It's direct crosswind right now, but let's see. Grease it. Oop. Bumpy runway, there you go. Gear up. Spectacular flying little model. Get it down in the weeds. Little wing up pass. So locked in too, for as small as it is. It's an astonishingly good flying airplane. Go up. We'll put it into a point, and pull it through. I mean, it's just a fantastic flying model. And you know as well as I do, these small airplanes in a crosswind are normally notoriously hard to land. Look at that. Had a little bit of a bounce, and that wind right now just shifted to a tailwind, so let's come in the other way. It's really a well-behaved aircraft though. I got her come in nice. Wind shifted on me. Ah, what a gorgeous thing. All right, here we go, taking off. Gear up. You know, I'm still human, guys. I mess up my landings every once in a while too, but this thing's, I can't get over how good it is. I really can't. Flies fantastic inverted. Hoot. And then let's get wild with it. If you have your elevator rates cut down, you could really bank on this as hard as you want, and it really won't drop a wing or anything either. It's pretty forgiving. You know, be careful not to get too much rate. You'll get yourself in trouble with this aircraft having too much elevator. Warbirds like just small throws and doing this kind of stuff right here. I mean, all day, rip it around. nice and low and in the weeds. Not too low because we don't hit a gas pipe out here. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. Tons of horsepower. This little 3S 1000 just rips this thing around. Batteries are nice and cheap. And you can have a blast, like I said. Nothing I'm doing with this that I couldn't do with my big planes, but it's inexpensive. And boy, it flies fantastic. See, the wind stopped again. Let's bring it in, see if we can land it. Well, I said that, and then there goes the wind shifting on me again. It's the other way. Let's come in the other way then. Here we go. Let's just play it. I love it. I love having gear on this small plane. For years, everybody said, man, make them with retracts. Whoops. Hit that little staple in the runway. Boy, that was a greaser too. Here we go, short field. Gear up. I mean, just rip this thing around, guys. And it screams. Loop. To inverted. To outside. I mean, it just screams. Oh, the wind stopped. Let's get another touch and go in. We're gonna bring it in, cut it, hold it off, gear, tweak it. Oh, that was awesome. And power up, here we go. All right, we're bringing it in full stop this time, full stop. And you get a long flight time. I don't want to bore you all to death, but you can fly this about 8 minutes realistically on a pack, especially if you're flying it gently. If you're flying it real hard, I set it to about 5 minutes. Look at this. Boing, perfect. Oh, do that with any other 850 millimeter airplane. It is such a forgiving model. Well, all right, pilots, that was a wonderful flight of the all-new TBM Avenger. I hope you guys are as excited as I am. I've wanted to see one of these models done for a very long time. And of course, having Chris do the ground-up work on this aircraft, I can really tell. And I think a lot of our customers are gonna be very happy with this model. It absolutely flies spectacular. Like I said, do not sleep on this. I know it's a smaller model, but you've all been requesting for years that if we did a small plane like this with retracts, it would make y'all happy, and here it is. So, I've been having a blast with it. We've been flying the heck out of this little guy, and it's so well behaved. And even on a windier day, I've had a blast with it. Now, I'm gonna tell you that after about an 8-minute flight, I've been coming down at about 28% on my batteries, and that seems about perfect on this aircraft. And so it's a nice long flight. You can get a little bit bigger battery. You could also fly it with a little bit smaller battery if you choose. Now, one of the other features of this airplane, it does have the removable hatch on top that's gonna reveal your large battery bay. This is designed and developed around using a 1000 milliamp Admiral 3S battery with the JST on it. If you use that, it's got plenty of room in there for you to shift it forward and backwards in order to hit CG. I actually take mine and I put it right here in the airplane. I'm gonna show you where it is. Now, I will tell you, I fly it a little bit further aft CG because I have a gyro in the model. Now, if you do not have a gyro in it, you're gonna wanna push this battery to the front. It really makes the aircraft a lot more stable with that forward CG, but if you're gonna run a gyro like I have, you can actually bring it back a little bit, get a little more pitch sensitivity and authority out of the model. And I do highly recommend for anybody getting this to add a gyro to it. It's not that it has to have it, it just makes this little airplane that much sweeter. And we have plenty of options available here at Motion RC if you decide to do that. Another feature I have to talk about is the landing gear on this aircraft. Now, Chris spent a lot of time getting these developed. You know, for years, customers have said if you'd make these small airplanes have retracts, we'd be all over them. And it just took that initial investment from Motion RC to actually make it happen now. But retractable landing gear did not exist in this size and classification of aircraft, so this is something that we had to have developed for these airplanes. So I really hope you guys are enjoying this. Now we have to talk also a little bit of the details of this aircraft, from the scale ball turret at the back, the nice finished out cockpit and pilot features, and then all of the panel lines around the aircraft, along with one of the prettiest paint jobs. Although this is a smaller aircraft, don't let that deceive you guys. The fit and finish and the paint job on this are spectacular. You know, Chris worked very hard using federal standard colors to make sure this color scheme is accurate as possible. The Avenger also has a scale propeller up on the front. You're gonna see you have the actual prop hub, the nut, and the blades with the decals up on the front. You also get the exhaust stacks on the side of the cowling. They really add that little chef's kiss touch to the model to make it look that last little 10% of the real aircraft. You know, it's funny, we were editing the pictures of this aircraft and so many of them were like, wow, that looks real and it looks huge. And it's like, it's just a very well presenting model, and I think a lot of guys are gonna really enjoy it. I'm really happy to see our models get this level of detail, and once again, to have the addition of Chris in the background and Seth Arnold also. I know he's not working on this project, but those two have really been helping step the products up in the air category lately of Motion RC, and I think a lot of you are noticing it. So if you've been wanting one of these Avengers, guys, they're an amazing aircraft, and I hope you definitely check these out. Well guys, it's been my pleasure showing you around this fantastic model today. As always, I'm Wes from MotionRC.com, and whether it's air, land, or sea, you can get it right here at Motion RC. Until the next time, I'll see you then.